Hello Geeks and Gamers, Matt Lemke here with your gamer goggles, and we're still at Palladium Open House, and we're going to go over some RPG Tactics stuff with Jeff Ramirez. He's one of the demo gurus who's part of their program. Where can...
The Megaversal Ambassadors program.
Well, that's not what I was going to ask, but where can they go to sign up?
Palladium Book, www.palladiumbooks.com.
Oh, okay, but there's a link up on top?
Yeah, you go to the forums.
If you're interested in spreading the word about any of their games, they're always looking for GMs. They are great at giving support for their GMs and helping them with the things that they need help with, like adventures for conventions and things of that nature. I know this because even before the program existed, they gave me support. So you know, hey, but basically we're going to go over RPG Tactics, and we're going to cover a few basic game mechanics, moving, shooting, and close combat. We're not going to do anything with terrain or anything like that. We may cut this video up into 3 different parts. We may just let it all run together. It all depends on how long it ends up being. So we're going to go ahead and switch views now. Unless, Jeff, is there anything that you want to add right now that you think players should know as beginners to the game, where they should start? Or
as beginners, start with the core box, which you can find on Palladium's website, again palladiumbooks.com, and just know that there's a community both on Palladium's website and on our Facebook page where there's fans that know the rules backwards and forwards and always willing to help. Don't be scared to ask a question.
Yeah, and if they're not willing to help, move on to the next guy. From being somebody who's been a DM and a volunteer in a lot of different things, you can run into a lot of different types of people in forums. Just take everything that overcritical people say with a grain of salt. That makes it taste better. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch it up right now. And we're going to start with movement. So basically what we're going to do is, well, I'm going to turn it over to Jeff, and we have equal sized forces here, believe it or not. We have 2 Veritechs, and then we have 6 battle pods, and this is an equal fight. It doesn't look good for them, does it? Yeah, that's my finger. I can barely tell that. Wow, look at that. And basically what we're going to do is we're probably not even going to kill each other off. We're going to, again, like I said before, we're going to do movement and movement, or however the turn breaks down. I'm just, and then we're going to do ranged combat and close combat. You might notice over here, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this real quick. This is not, well, it is and it is not a formation. We have less than 2 inches between all these 5 guys. This gentleman is purposely left out of coherency for this demo because we might get into what that means, and we might not. All right, so go ahead, Jeff.
All right, so typical turn. You got your pieces laid out. You roll initiative. You need to know who goes first. You grab 2 dice, and the highest total wins. In this case,
I think I clearly won.
Yep.
So we're not going to use their, well, maybe we will use their special ability. They have leap and run, or leap and a movement of 5, but if I do both, that's going to put me like way out here and kind of ruin the movement portion of the demo. So maybe we'll do a couple different things here. We'll do the 5, and since it's a demo, we're just going to kind of make sure they're still in cohesion and not cheat too much, but something like that. And then we'll move him up 5, his 5, and then we'll jump him 5. And we're still leaving him out of cohesion on purpose.
Works for me. So now you've done your movement phase. I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head. Now you've moved. Now you can actually attack.
I can shoot.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and we'll fire with the guy who's alone. And what's his range?
Your range, and that's what. Yeah, your range is
18 with the heavy particle cannons,
which is your front nose cannons there, or your front your eyebrow cannons as I call them. 12 is with your
dual autocannons.
Yeah, and that would be your
those little ones.
Yeah, these little ones in the front. And your third one is basically your anti-aircraft lasers.
Oh, I call them antennae. It's been a long time since I've watched Robotech. So actually, the only thing I can fire with is the particle cannons. And actually, all of them. Well, you measure from the center for that, though, right?
No, from base to base.
Well, all of them can fire the particle cannons, but this guy is alone. So we'll start with him.
So what you do is you take a look at your, in this case, since it's a range attack, you take a look at your gunnery bonus,
which on these guys is only a 1.
Okay. And then
is it 2 dice or 1?
It'll be 1 die, and your total with your roll. Well, your total with your roll in this case is a 5. My Veritech is in jet mode, as you can see, and he's going to try and dodge. What it'll end up
shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, shouldn't be in theory. We would spend in a full game. You would spend a command token or a command point. We'll assume he has one, and he would roll a d6 and add his piloting. Which in this case, since he's in jet mode, the bottom row is a number 2.
Yeah, the bottom row is the Veritech, and his piloting is the second one there, the 2.
So I would roll my dodge. In this case, a 5.
We tied.
Tied. Defender wins ties.
Yep.
So he just barely made it out of the way of that particle beam blast.
All right. So now we'll move to the formation, which there's 5 models. And how does that work, Jeff?
Well, if you want to get your formation bonus, because you guys are sharing sensors, whatever story you want to put behind it, usually it's sensor communications. They all would end up declaring that they're going to attack the same person, or you can attack multiple units in the same action. You can split up your attacks. Like Zentradi love to do, they're going to swarm the opponent. The remaining 5 guys are in range. They're all going to attack the one lone Veritech. Or you could split them up. In this case, how do you want to attack with your guys?
They're all going to attack one guy. Let's try and kill him. Take him out of the game. So,
since you're attacking all the same guy, they're going to get a bonus to their gunnery skill. In this case, again, you have a 1.
Right.
So that's going to bring it to a 2. You roll your d6 and add the 2.
Which is only a 1, right?
No, that is a 6.
Oh, I got it. Yes!
That's it, and that's also a critical hit.
I think you want to roll with impact.
Yeah, because I've already spent my command point for the phase. To defend against that 6, I have to roll 1 in 6 chance.
He rolled a 6, so that's a success.
Yes, he just died. Well, he actually with the roll with punchfall impact, it automatically takes half damage, no dice roll needed. If he was dodging, he would have just dodged all 5 blasts. Your damage on this one is, which is the second number, 4. He got potentially hit by 5 blasts, 20 points of damage. Half of that automatically, 10 points of damage. And of course, I don't have a card. As you can see here, he has. Oh, and actually, I was comparing your target to the wrong number, but that's okay. He has a total of 14 hit points that he can take. He just took 10. So you would mark off. All these cards are dry erase, so you can just mark off 10 points, leaving you with 4 hit points left.
Okay. And I'm clearly out of range for hand-to-hand combat, so I guess that would be the end of my turn and yours.
Yep. At this point, I would decide if I want to remain in jet mode or guardian mode. Seeing that these guys are coming after me hard, I'm going to switch to battle-led mode or soldier. Right in place, replacing the units right where they are. Approximately. The reason why I did this, whereas the battle pods have a special ability to leap an additional 5 inches, the Veritechs in battle-aid mode, they get an extra attack with their gun pod.
Oh, so he's going to get to shoot twice at me.
Yes.
And that's pretty good for him.
And if this was a full game and we had full command points, I could spend command points and get up to 3 attacks per soldier with the gun pod alone.
No wonder they have so few models.
Yes. They
good.
can be deadly. Their range with the gun pods is also doubled in soldier or battle lane mode. So where they normally have a range of 12 inches with the gun pod, they have a range of 24 in soldier mode.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
they're not going to move.
Yeah, they're not going to move.
Is there any bonus to them not moving?
Yes, there is a bonus of 1. Not to mention, since they are within 2 inches of each other, I believe.
They are. If not, they are.
Yeah, they'll also get a bonus for being in cohesion with each other. So that's already a +2 to the roll. In this case, they have a gunnery of 3. So with that, they got a 5 plus their D6. The battle pods have a defense of 6. So on a D6 plus my 5, I have to beat a 6.
So anything but a crit fail.
Yeah. A 1 is an automatic miss, regardless of bonuses.
Well, these guys don't get dodged very well, I bet.
No, they don't. Especially in the small scales, because they don't use command points.
So these guys, if this was our skirmish, you would have command points and we wouldn't.
Correct. I would
Very cool factor to command points that I didn't realize before.
Yes. I would have 1 command point for each mecha on the board. So I have 2. Technically, you would have none. In previous demos that we've done at last year's Gen Con, we gave the Zentradi forces command points anyway. We gave them 1 for each unit. In a larger squad, this is a half squad. In a larger squad, they would have a officer's battle pod, and they would have 3 command points total for it.
So the battle pod gives them command points.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, that's really good. So it's really important to take out the officer.
Yes. So the soldier that just got hit, he's going to shoot back. Since we're not using command points, he's only going to get his 1 attack. And that's a potential hit. That my total roll is an 8. We'll say you want to, we're going to try and dodge.
Okay, you're going to try and dodge.
So you're going to take your piloting roll.
Yep, which is 2.
And roll a d6. You're going to have to beat my 8.
Nope.
And so he just got hit and took 6 points of damage. They can only take 4.
Oh, so this guy falls off the face of the universe.
No, actually they take 6.
They take 6.
They take 6.
So he's got 2 left.
No, he took 6 points of damage. So he's gone.
Oh, he's dead anyway.
Right. Second guy, he's going to fire another battle pod. Same bonus, plus 2, so he's got to...
Well, wait, I thought you said they got 2 shots apiece. So it's...
Well, we don't have to... Yeah, true enough.
So he would get a shot too.
So he's going to take a shot at the next lead one. With a critical 6, total of 11 strike. You would need to roll a natural 6.
Let's roll that natural 6. Let's see if I still got my... Yeah, he's dead.
So as you can see, good roll. Knowing the bonuses that come in play, and the highest bonus you're going to get on anything is a +1 to a +2 if we were using cover or something similar. So bonuses do come into play.
So overall, though, I mean, there's not a broken amount of stacking. So you can get a terrain bonus, you can get a formation bonus. What about legendary characters? Do they get Can they have a
Yes.
build? But their bonus is built in.
Yeah, their bonuses are built in.
So at most, you're gonna see +3.
I've seen as high with the rule, with the full rules. I've seen as high as a +4 or +5, because you also have bonuses
For elevation.
Not elevation. In this game, for right now, in the standard rules, all distance is measured as if you're on the same plane or same field.
Same field.
So even if I was in jet mode up here, I'm measuring as if I'm going straight across, not the fact that the distance is slightly shorter if I was angling down. In advanced rules that are coming out shortly, rules for elevation will come into play. But other factors that could come into play to get you bonuses is attacking from behind.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That's really not good for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's another bonus. There's also a bonus for crossfire. If I happen to have...
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I'm sorry to cut you off. Yeah,
Oh, that's
crossfire too. Yeah, crossfire's pretty tactical, which maybe we'll like. Okay, you already fired with him.
Right.
Is it too late to move him?
Yes, because we've already entered the shooting phase.
Okay. All right.
But actually, you want to say we moved him?
Well, no, we can't.
We'll play around with that.
Yeah, we'll play around with it. We'll do crossfire here in a second. 'Cause it's clear that you're going to win.
Quite possibly.
Well, I think you're going to take out 2 more guys.
So he's going to fire at directly across. And keep in mind, if this was a larger table, we would be we would measure out from base to base.
Yeah, we're actually only doing the demo on 24 inches of space, so pretty much I was in range without moving.
Yeah, pretty much. And measurement is measuring distances and ranges or for line of sight is allowed at any point in time. And so again, same bonus, D6 plus 5. Technically, he just missed.
Yep.
He's going to fire again though.
That's good for me.
With another critical.
Nope.
And that's another
Which
6
one?
points. This one here. All right, and that was 1 round.
Yeah, that was 1 round, which basically in a full-blown game, because you play on 4x4, right?
4x6.
Yeah, okay, yeah, 4x6. I had the right width. Since you're starting across from each other, odds are you're, for the most part, not going to be in shooting range first turn.
Yeah, the handful of events or games that I've played in, unless they've used other rules such as speed boost and whatnot, you're not in range on the first
Right.
round.
First round is set up in tactics level. So we go to initiative again.
Which is 2d6.
Oh yeah.
And
I got a power 7.
And you get to go first again.
So let's see here. We will move 5. I'm just going to do things, being a silly player. 5, leap 5. And it's not going to be close enough. So this guy, we're going to demonstrate part of the battle pod movement. He can double move, right?
Spending points and making successful rolls, yes.
Oh, he has to spend a command point to
Yes.
spend a point? So he can't do that. So he leaps to there. And now those two are in, we're going to say they're in formation. I think, they're close enough. For what we're doing, they're close enough. And for all those of you that say you're not there, I am. And they'll go ahead and shoot.
Go for it.
We'll shoot at the wounded guy.
Right, yep, he's got 4 hit points left. You've moved, so you're not...
Now, I only get to use 1 weapon, right?
No, well, if we were using...
Command points, I'd be able to spend them to do it, but these guys in the demo don't have command points, so I only get to use 1. I'm going to use, since there's no minimum range, I'm going to use the powerhouse weapon again. So it's the D6. Oops, let's try and keep that on camera a little bit.
Plus your gunnery.
Plus the gunnery, which I rolled a 2, and my gunnery is a 1. That's a 3.
And my defense in battle mode is a 5. You missed.
I missed. Hey, great. So we'll go with the other guy, who gets no bonus. It's straight die roll. He gets a 5.
Oh, he still gets his gunnery skill.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, so 5.
I don't count the skill as a bonus.
And again, that's a defensive 5. Defensive ties.
Wins. So there's something to be said about numbers here. So
and your third guy can actually still fire if he wants. You're in range.
wait a minute. I didn't fire all my guys last time. So we'll fire him.
And he missed.
His gun basically jammed.
It's wiggling a little bit here, pointing, looking.
So, this turn is the turn that we're going to demonstrate close combat. I was actually trying to get into close combat with you, and I didn't make it. So at least one of your guys should be able to get in combat with the battle.
Oh, easily.
Well, they have a move of
5 inches.
5, yeah, so easily. And if you take them into, see that you can't do it that way. So okay, that works. So yeah, they'll be able to move their 5 in.
So, easily 5 inches. And hand-to-hand combat is base to base. And they're going... Actually, we can toss in a little bit of hand-to-hand and the crossfire.
Yeah, let's do that.
In this, you only have...
There we go.
In this, there's two sides. There's basically the front firing arc and rear firing arc, and you determine that basically by drawing a line straight through.
On the little triangles, which I don't know if you can see right there, but there's triangles on the bases that designate the 180 degrees for the circle.
And so, just to make it correct. So now, this battle pod is in a crossfire situation between the two Veritechs, of which one is in hand-to-hand combat. And I need to get...
So you can actually have the guy engaged in combat, and he gets to be a part of the firing action?
Yes, because that's his attack.
This guy's actually doing the shooting.
Correct. This guy's doing the shooting. This guy's doing
distracting him, effectively. He's not really participating in the fire action, but he's still giving the bonus. That's pretty cool.
Yep. So having been shot up, he wants his revenge. He's going to take his punch, his shot at punching the guy.
So that you can take your shooting in hand to hand and make them at different times.
Correct.
Well,
now to get the crossfire bonus, they both do have to attack the same guy. Otherwise, they're not crossfiring.
Oh, okay. So there's a chance that he's going to ruin this guy's crossfire bonus.
Right. If he either kills him with his punch or not. He probably won't kill him with one punch.
I'm hoping you do knockback.
No.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of, but that's something that can come into play with future rules. So in this case, where with range combat you use your gunnery skill, melee combat you use your piloting skill.
Oh, okay.
Makes a little bit more sense because it's more movement.
Right.
In this case, Battleoid has a piloting of 2, and the Battle Pod has a defense of 6. So I need to beat a 6 with my bonus.
Which is crit.
So if you wanted to block it, you
do not block it.
No. So believe you just took 2 points of damage. It's not a big punch.
No, you didn't spend any command points, so you couldn't do any of the specials.
Right. So you would mark off 2 points. This guy has 4 left.
Yeah, we'll do this. I'm old school.
And just to be fair, we'll keep his 4 up.
And now this guy gets to shoot.
Yep. So he gets his crossfire bonus of +1. There's no other bonuses in play. He's not within 2 inches of his buddy. And he did move. So he doesn't get a standing still bonus. So he gets his D6 plus his gunnery, which in this case again is a 3. So 8, 9.
Nope.
And he just took 6 points of damage being blown through.
Yeah, he just got splattered with parts. Hey, I want to make a note that this guy just stepped on a civilian and they're not trying to get rid of him. I mean, look at all the blood on the base.
That's just wrong. Evils and tries. They either came for our horses or came for our people. And he's actually still gets his second attack with his gun pod.
Oh.
He can target another opponent with it within range. He
Which
doesn't get a crossfire bonus. It's going to be a straight D6
shot.
roll plus his gunner.
And to speed it up.
And you get the critical.
I got the crit on his crit miss. Go figure. Well, I guess that brings us to initiative.
Yep.
We might as well finish this up.
8.
Ah, Snake Eyes.
And I get the initiative. Just to tease and do another crossfire, he's going to make his movement of 5, approximately. And he's going to turn. And they're both going to fire at the same guy. Now, if he misses, he's got a chance. Otherwise, his crossfire is going to get wasted. But they'll take it.
So if he destroys him, does he get to shoot at him?
But he would not get the crossfire bonus.
Okay, so
So again, D6 plus 3, critical miss. He's gonna let his buddy get a chance, so he's gonna roll his one attack for 7 to hit, and that's a bye-bye.
They took him out because he stepped on that bus of children. So now, since he forfeited his one shot.
Yeah, since he doesn't get his second shot.
Oh, well then.
So feasibly, we would do initiative, but you've been winning it, so we'll let you go.
No, I lost initiative. That was you were
Okay.
first that turn, so he gets to shoot
Yes.
at wounded guy. Ooh, it's not bad at a 6.
At a 6. That's a potential hit.
Unfortunately, I think we just tied.
Yep.
So, we can almost probably call it there, but let's do initiative anyway and see how bloody a 4 and a 4. So how do you break the tie?
No, actually, you have a 9.
Well, that's a 6. So, like, we're going to say that I tied.
We would re-roll. Quite simple.
Really? There's no tiebreaker built in?
No, it's a simple re-roll. It's a 10.
You got it.
Now, just to keep people something in mind, you had a 5, I had a 10. I have initiative. You could try to steal the initiative
With the command point.
with the command point. Assuming you had a command point, what you'd end up doing is grabbing a d6 and roll it. If you got a 6, you won the initiative.
Which, that's not a 6.
So, no, you tried to steal the initiative, but you failed. Much like the rest of your squad.
Here, we'll make it easy. He's dead. There's no survivor.
We're going to fire both his shots at once. He's got 1 miss and a potential hit of 6, which is defender wins. You dodged that one. He's going to get his 2 shots in.
Uh-oh.
Critical hit.
We'll do the non-crit first, and I missed it. So.
And he just got taken out.
Battle pods are like minions in Dungeons and Dragons 4th
Yes.
edition. They really are. They're like basically one-hit wonders. So now we're going to go back and finish this up. There you have it, geeks and gamers. And if you're not a geek and a gamer and just interested in Robotech, that's how the game plays. Basics. There's actually a lot more strategy and a lot more tactics to it. But I think, I read the rules in October. And before I came down, I was hoping to have all my models put together and painted. Well, that didn't happen because life got in the way. But I did read the rules this week. And let's see, I seem to remember there's only about 14 pages. So for a miniatures game, that's really light. And if you have played these great games, which if you can't see those great games, it's anything in the Palladium universe, they basically use the combat system. So you have roll with punch, dodge. I'm pretty sure there's knockback. If you played in Rifts and you played Robotech, there's like flying kicks and ways to do flying kicks. And there's even improvised weapon, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's all kinds of cool things. So if you've played the role-playing game, there's plenty of room for you to be able to play this game with ease. And if you just play Robotech and you want the cool pieces to push around the table, it's great for that too. It's my understanding, don't quote me on this, that there is room for more models to come in a year or two.
Yes.
There's room, but it's my understanding they're kind of on the design table. Whether or not that's a true understanding or not, because I didn't hear that from Kevin, and later on, hopefully, I will hear that from Kevin. But I do know that Kevin's got his hands full with a lot of different things right now.
And keep in mind, some of the possibility, the future. A lot of the miniatures that you see here, the battle pods and the Veritex, this represents the first wave of the Robotech wars. There are plans, and, hopes to do some of the other eras.
I like hopes.
Doing the Robotech Masters invasion, doing the Invid invasion. Maybe even expanding out.
Trotty Masters. You already said that, didn't you?
Yes, the Robotech Masters.
Oh yeah,
Robotech Masters, the Invid invasion, possibly going even large scale and bringing in spacecraft to do some sort of space combat, on a large scale.
I would like to see, not that it really, I would like to see it. It didn't really, it was always kind of the concept behind the story, but because of the way the story worked, I would like to see something like what they did with Dystopian Wars and Planetfall from Firestorm Armada from Spartan Games, which is, for those of you that don't know, It's skirmish based. And when I say skirmish based, it's insane skirmish based. You have squad sized things, you have tanks, you have these think if you want to go back to think World War II, you have landing ships, and then you take it into outer space, and you have everything in between.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
And that's what I would like. That's where I would like to see this go.
Yeah, I imagine enemy drop ships coming into the atmosphere. Well, you know what? I don't want that drop ship to even land. I want to hit that thing as it's going through the atmosphere.
But as it's going through the atmosphere. But now add the UADF ships, the spaceships.
Yeah.
And that's a whole new game system that you can also play standalone.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit psycho, and I know too much about my games and the games that I play, which is entirely too many.
and just to let your audience know, I learned the rules. They're quick and simple, and I learned them in one 20-30 minute demo session similar to this at Gen Con, and I was running events the rest of the weekend at Gen Con one session.
I can teach people how to play this game in 10 minutes now. Oh, without a doubt. It is simple. The book is thick, but there's a lot of fluff in the book, and there's a lot of army development stuff, which maybe later on we'll go over how to construct a force. But anybody who's played a miniatures game, anybody who's made a Rifts character can figure out how to create an army. So thanks for watching, guys. We're at Palladium Open House. The next time you will see me, well, depends on what order these videos go up in, but let's say this is the last one I do. You'll see me at Gen Con with Kevin and the guys again. All right, thanks for watching. Yeah, he'll be there too, and who knows, maybe we'll set up a special game.
There you go.
That's a good idea. I like it.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll have Palladium's terrain and everything.
Yeah, maybe. Later, guys.
Later.